No, I'm not. I'm not surprised. I mean, look, it's an angry electorate out there, and I don't blame people for being mad. In a perfect world, I would not have wanted to have to spend $1.3 million on a congressional race. But the fact of the matter is, you have to do what you have to do. First of all, we need campaign finance reform. That has to be another thing we need desperately. I'm not surprised the Republicans targeted this race. I mean, they're looking at it. They haven't put any money in yet. But look, if they do, they do. Both sides are ready to go. I mean, our party's got time reserved. But I think that given the nature of this state and some other states where, in the Midwest, particularly Ohio, where the economy hasn't been doing so well, people are angry, and they have a right to be angry. As I said in my opening remarks, you know, they don't want to hear. You walk up to somebody that's lost their job, and I told my caucus this, and maybe this is a good way to leave it with you. I said, you know, when Secretary Geithner came in to speak to our caucus, and he was there for 30 minutes, he's talking about the GDP and the stock market, and he sat down, and I got up, I raised my hand, I said, Mr. Secretary, I have immense respect for you and the President, but people where I come from, ordinary people who are either on the out-of-work list, a construction person, somebody that's a teacher that may be getting pink slipped or has been pink slipped, I don't think the conversation in the morning goes something like this. Well, you know, dear, I know things are bad, probably can't put the kids through school, lost the health insurance maybe, I don't know how long we can keep up holding the house with not working, but hey, how about that GDP? I said, that's not what ordinary people talk about. They talk about a job. And I have a lot of people in my district that don't even have the money to buy stock. So I understand that they're angry, and they want a government that's responsive to them and cares about them and their families. And I think we've done a lot in this Congress. I mean, I think we have. Some people say we've done too much. I would say that there were some things I wish we could have acted on before we adjourned, including the tax breaks that you just asked a question about. But no, I'm not surprised. But I got to tell you, if they, you know, we're prepared, we're ready, and you know, I can't get, you know, when I worked for Laney, I always used to say, and I would be the one getting mad around him, and he'd say, Phil, you can't control what they say, what they do, what they spend. All you can control is what you do, what you say, and what you spend, and just don't, you know, put the blinders on and keep racing. So that's what we're doing.
Janulis or Kirk going to win?
Janulis is going to win. Well, because I think is running a better campaign. I think, you know, Kirk has had some. Both of them have. But, you know, again, the issues, I think, Bernie, the issues statewide in this state are tough. Well, I think one of the other things, if I could, and I'm not blaming the state here, but when you're $13 billion upside down and everybody that you talk to says you can't possibly cut your way out of this thing, and virtually everybody running for office, to the state reps, the state senate, and I have wonderful friends, are running on not cutting. And so I don't know what you do. But they kind of then look to the feds to be able to try to help them out, and we're pretty broke ourselves. So it's very difficult, and I don't think any politician wants to knock on somebody's door and go, hi, I'm Representative so-and-so, and I really would like to raise your income tax, but with property tax relief. I mean, that's just asking to get in trouble. But I think part of that is they see this, and what scares me about Mr. Brady, if I can just be very honest here, is his across-the-board cuts are going to hurt a lot of people. And this coming from a guy who didn't pay taxes himself, I think takes a lot of guts to do that. But look, I think the people of Illinois are going to see that. I think with 28 days to go after today, I think we have a really good chance of winning both of them. I do. I mean, maybe I'm the eternal optimist here, but I do believe we're going to win. I think, Bernie, we're going to pick up the Kirk seat up north, too.